What's up, kind people of YouTube? My name's Ahmed and welcome back to yet another video. Today I want to talk to you about this Malayalam film that I watched recently. It's called Brahma Yogam. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. First of all, I want to talk about how Mamooty has evolved as an actor to do films that are challenging boundaries, and he does a wonderful job in taking characters and films that are set apart from the usual narrative structures, usual stories that people would do. And Brahma Yogam is a very similar story. It's a horror film. So if you're not a horror fan, please don't watch it. It's a horror film. And one of the things that I liked about it was, unlike most modern films where it's just jump scares and oh, I'm gonna get scared, you can see the scare coming from like 3 miles away. Brahma Yogam is more of a sensory overload. It creates fear, it creates a moment of genuine fear, and that's something that I enjoyed about the film. That is something that I'm looking forward to watch in a horror film. That is a good horror film, essentially. That is how a good horror film should be. Now, the reason why Brahma Yogam works so well is because it's set in a forest and it works on folklores and it creates an atmosphere that would allow you to experience fear. And of course, Mamooty doing Mamooty things here and creating a character that is genuinely scary. And I don't think I can see any other actor pull this off. Please do not make a remake of it with Ajay Devgan in it. Please, for the love of God, it will not work. The efficiency of the actor, the character work, the character depth, and that is there in Brahma Yogam. And of course, the story, the narrative structure is done really well. But there are two things that really stand out for the entire film, and the two things that stand out in my opinion is, one, the cinematography of the film. I usually don't talk about cinematography that much because I feel that it's something that a lot of people will notice, but Brahma Yogam, I really have to talk about how well structured the cinematography is, how much of it comes to creating a horror film and creating a good horror film. And that's what this film is. Like, it's created such a wonderful film. And the score of the film, like how beautiful the score of the film is, like the background music, the entire feeling of fear. And I think there are two things that make a good horror film: a good scare and a good feeling of fear. And the feeling of fear comes from a good background score. It does not come from a sudden appearance of the nun and that does not work. I don't know why people think that will work. It does not work. You look at some of the best horror films and TV shows, and you will realize that some of the best of them are that leave you with a sense of fear. And that is something, like, for example, I'll give you a very good example of a good TV show that is based on horror. It's called The Haunting of Hill House, and the entire thing, it does have a couple of jump scares, but they are so effectively used that you are genuinely scared of it. You're scared of it happening, and you're scared of when it is happening. That is something that Brahma Yogam does as well. It was a very refreshing film to watch for me because it does a lot of things differently. I would highly recommend that you go watch this film if it's still in theaters. If it's not, I'm pretty sure it's going to come on OTT really soon, and I'm sure you will have a lot of fun watching it. Peace, that's been my time, and see you in the next one really soon.